Hey, what's going on everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today I'm going to be doing one of my full-on all-day battery drain tests with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Now this is usually a test that I do every time I get a new device to really put the battery to the test to see if it can actually get me through a full day of heavy usage or not. So today we're going to be doing that test with the Note 20 Ultra. I was actually very impressed when I did this test with my S20 Ultra. I mean, I got some great battery life out of that device. Even up to this day, I still get some great battery life on that phone. So I'm really curious to see what the end result's going to be with the new Note 20 Ultra, because this does have the smaller battery size coming at 4,500 milliamps, while the S20 Ultra has a 5,000 milliamp battery. But I have been putting this battery to the test lately before this video. Yesterday, I was able to get a little over 7 hours of screen on time. That's with taking the phone off the charger at around 8:30 in the morning, and then around 10:30 at night, I had about 12% battery life left. So actually not too bad. Now, not the best I've seen. Like I said, my S20 Ultra, the battery does do better than this device, I have noticed. But again, today is the day we're really going to put it to the test. I'll be updating you guys throughout the day, letting you know what my usage has been like every couple of hours, letting you know what my screen on time is at that time and what my battery percentage is at that time. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at what my settings are right now, what my current battery life is, because I did take this off the charger at 7:07 a.m. I believe. It is now 8:17 a.m. So it's been about a little over an hour now. We are now at 90% battery life. So let's go ahead and see what my settings are and what my screen on time is so far. But wait, before we do that, I got to give a huge thanks to the sponsors of this video, Subcase. They're actually giving away a brand new Note 20 Ultra. So if you want to learn more information about that, on how to enter and how to get yourself an extra 100 entries to enter that giveaway for a new Note 20 Ultra, make sure you stay tuned to the rest of the video, because you are not going to want to miss out on that. But let's go ahead and take a look at what my settings are so far on this device. All right, so let's check it out, see what we got going on. As you can see, it is now 8:26 a.m. We are now at 89% battery life on a 5G connection. So this whole test, I will be back and forth between my 5G connection or LTE connection, whatever I'm getting at that moment, and my Wi-Fi connection, because I want to keep this as fair as possible. Not everybody's going to be able to be home all day long and be connected to that Wi-Fi, which will save you a little bit of battery if you are not connected to your actual mobile data connection. So I will be back and forth to keep it fair. Now let's go ahead and go into my settings here, see what my settings are like. Display settings. So as you can see, I currently do have it on dark mode. I always keep my devices on dark mode. That is just a normal for me. Plus, it does help save a little bit of battery. I do have it on adaptive brightness. Motion smoothness is also on adaptive, so I can be able to take advantage of that 120 hertz display whenever possible. And plus, that's just how this phone was intended to be used. It came out of the box like this. Samsung gave us this 120 hertz capabilities for a reason, but do keep in mind that it does use up a bit more battery than if you were to put it on 60 hertz. So going down, my screen mode is on Vivid. Full screen resolution is on Full HD Plus, because if I put it on WQHD Plus, it will try and take out that high refresh rate, which I do not want to get rid of. Like I said, I want to keep it as is. There we go, Full HD Plus. Now going down, screen timeout is at 10 minutes. And going down more to my video enhancer, I do have that on so I can be able to take advantage of this beautiful display when watching video. So let's go ahead and go into my battery settings here, see what my usage has been like so far. Device care, battery usage. So here we go. As you can see, the current screen on time right now is 54 minutes. Again, we are at 89% battery life. 8:28 a.m. My most used apps so far this morning have been YouTube and Twitter, and then my lawn chair launcher, just kind of reorganizing things around on my home screen, and then a couple of other apps right here. Again, the morning is just getting started. So as I mentioned, throughout the day, I will be updating you guys to let you know what my usage is like, what my screen on time is at that moment, and what my battery percentage is as well. So I'm going to use this for a couple more hours, and then I will be updating you guys. So I will see you all in a bit. All right, so I am back with an update. It is now 11:43 a.m. About 3.5 hours later from the last time I updated you guys. We are now at 58% battery life. So we lost quite a bit of battery life there. As you can see, 58% battery life. So let's go ahead and go into my settings here and see what my usage has been like. Device care, battery usage. So as you can see, we are now at 3 hours and 27 minutes of screen on time. Let me go ahead and get closer to the camera there. 3 hours and 27 minutes of screen on time. And as you can can see some of my most used apps are right here at the top. We got YouTube for 1 hour and 7 minutes, Twitter for 49 minutes, Power Director for 25 minutes. Now, I know I said yesterday I got a little over 7 hours of screen on time. I didn't really do any video editing on my device yesterday, but today, a little earlier, after I filmed that whole first portion you guys saw before this update, I actually already edited all that on my Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is why it says Power Director for 25 minutes. So that was some 4K video editing, which did take quite a hit on the battery life, as you can see there. Now, a couple of other apps that I use, Google Play Services, Samsung Members, I was on that for a while. My lawn chair launcher does take up that screen on time battery life because, you know, when you're going from screen to screen, it does count that as screen on time. Got Instagram, Gmail, Samsung Notes, SmartThings, Govee Home, YouTube Studio, so I can keep up with the comments with you guys, Samsung Keyboard, Gallery, you get the picture, all these other extra apps that I have been using throughout my morning as well. So this has been pretty much been my usage so far. Again, 3 hours and 27 minutes of screen on time. Really curious to see if I'm going to be able to get that 7 hours of screen on time again like yesterday. But again, this has been my usage so far. So from now on, I'm going to try to do some gaming now, see how well the battery handles any type of gaming. I'll try out PUBG, maybe some Fortnite, and then some easier games like Clash of Clans. I know I am old school like that. Maybe some Angry Birds. So I will try out a bit of gaming with this as well. And then of course I'll be on Twitter more and watching some more content on YouTube and maybe Netflix. So 58% battery life. It is now 11:45 a.m. with 3 hours and 27 minutes of screen on time. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment sections below so far. But before I move on, I do got to give a huge thanks and shout out to the sponsors of this video, Subcase. If you're not familiar with who Subcase is, they make some amazing protective cases. I mean, you are going to get the maximum protection out of these cases. Like this one right here, this is their Unicorn Beetle Pro, one of their most popular cases. And I have done many drop tests with this case right here on many devices, and it always holds up very well. So if you find yourself interested in this case or their new case right here, the EXO series, which actually looks really cool on this device as well, I'll make sure to have some links down in the description below. And make sure you subscribe because I will be doing a drop test with these cases again pretty soon here within the next couple of days, and you are not going to want to miss out on that. So we can see just how good they are going to protect this Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on that video. But Subcase is also having a giveaway for a brand new Galaxy Note 20 Ultra and a case of your choice, whether it be the Unicorn Beetle Pro series or the EXO series right here. So if you want to enter that giveaway, I'll drop a link down in the description below. And if you want to get yourself an extra 100 entries for that giveaway, make sure to use code JoshQ100, and that'll get you an extra 100 entries to up your chances at possibly winning a brand new Galaxy Note 20 Ultra from our sponsors, Subcase. So again, huge thanks to Subcase for sponsoring this video. But I will be back in a couple of hours to update you guys once again to let you know what my usage has been like, what the battery percentage is, and what the screen on time is. So I will see you guys in another couple of hours. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Look at this display. And not only that, but the footage you guys are watching was actually recorded with this device. If you haven't checked out my previous video yet where I did a 4K video test using this device to really test out the cameras and see how good the quality is, you guys need to go check out that video because the quality that these cameras produce when it comes to video is amazing. I am really loving it. Anyways, just wanted to give you guys a little sneak peek of that if you haven't seen it already. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's been going on here. So it is currently 2:35 p.m. We are now at a 30% battery life, as you can see there. So really been draining this battery today. Let's go ahead and go into my settings, see what that looks like. Device care, battery usage. So we are now at 5 hours and 31 minutes of screen on time, which actually isn't that bad, honestly. Anything over 6 hours for me personally, I'm happy with. As long as I know it can get me through my full day of usage, at least a full work day, I'm totally fine with that. But I really want to see if I can push this to 7 hours of screen on time like yesterday. But so far, 5 hours and 31 minutes of screen on time. We still got 30% battery left. Really curious to see just how far I'll be able to push this. So again, my most used apps have been YouTube and Twitter. Maybe I need to delete those for now. Maybe I need a break from those because that seems to be every day. Now, I know I said I was going to be doing some heavy usage with this device all day long, but I come to realize that this is pretty much my normal usage. I am normally a heavy user when it comes to my device, so this is pretty much like an everyday for me. So we got a little bit more Power Director, 25 minutes. I just kind of went in there, tweaked a little bit of things, so it really didn't add too much time to that. Actually, I don't even think it added any more time. I just went in there really quick. As you can see, I did some gaming, 25 minutes of PUBG, 10 minutes of Clash of Clans, 9 minutes of Sonic Forces. Now, I'm not a huge gamer when it comes to my device, but for this test, I did decide to do a little bit of gaming there. So as you can see, close to 40 minutes of gaming. And then of course we got Instagram, more launcher, Samsung members, Gmail, Chrome. We got the Edge screen, YouTube Studio, all these other apps right here. Now, when you do things like talk on the phone or listen to music with the screen off, that as well is using up battery, but it's not going to show up as screen on time. So we do have to take that stuff into account as well when it comes to draining the battery, because I did use this to take a couple of phone calls, but with the screen off. So that alone did drain the battery a little bit, but like I said, it's not going to show up as screen on time. But this is my results so far. 30% battery life with 5 hours and 31 minutes of screen on time. As you can see, this graph has just been going down pretty much at a constant pace. Been pretty much heavily using this phone all day long. 2:38 p.m. So I'm gonna see how this goes in another 3 hours. If I still have maybe 15% battery life left, I'll update you guys, or maybe I'll just wait until this gets down to 0% or close to 0% and update you guys one more time. But either way, I will see you guys in another couple of hours. All right, so I am back with my last and final update for the day. It is now 7:26 p.m. We are now at 4% battery life left. Let me go ahead and bring this closer to the camera. As you can see there, 4% battery life left on this device. We took it off the charger this morning at 7:07 a.m. So I pretty much made it through my entire day. Honestly, I was really hoping I can make it a little later into the night, but obviously that did not happen. It is now 7:26 p.m. But honestly, I'm fine with that because I made it through the most important part of my day. Now I can just go throw it on the charger for a little bit more if I want to make it into the rest of my night. But let's go ahead and take a look at what my final screen on time is, and what my usage has been like for the day. And also keep in mind, I am running that 120 hertz display, which is going to drain the battery a lot faster than if you were to have it on that 60 hertz display at max resolution. So let's go into battery usage here. And our final screen on time here for the day is 7 hours and 45 minutes. Honestly, I'm good with that. I am good with that, even though I didn't make it super late into my night. You can't complain with 7 hours and 45 minutes of screen on time with the heavy usage that I was putting on this device. Now, I'm sure with some regular lighter usage, I will be able to make it later into my night. Maybe not get as much screen on time, but I will be able to push this device later into the night without having to worry about throwing it on the charger. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of my usage here. Now, this is all based off of my real life usage throughout my day to day. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, towards the end here, I did take a small movie break to where I wasn't using the device around that time, because nobody's going to be using their phone every single minute of the day. Sometimes you got to take a break and just put the phone down. So I just got to be honest with you guys, towards the end here, I did take a small movie break, but still 7 hours and 45 minutes of screen on time. That is pretty impressive. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to go that long, especially running that 120 hertz display. So of course, YouTube is my most used app of the day. Then we got Twitter, PUBG Mobile. I did do a little bit more gaming on PUBG Mobile before this last update, so that kind of drained the battery down a little bit faster. We got Power Director. I just used it that last time that I had talked about it, still at 25 minutes. I will be using this device to edit the rest of this video though. Google Play services, the camera, Clash of Clans. I did use PenUp for a little bit, which did help me with this thumbnail. You guys will see it. Well, you guys already have seen it by now, but yes, this thumbnail was made on this device itself. I did use the maps a little bit, 8 minutes right there. I only drove down the street, but I still wanted to use the maps to kind of just drain the battery down a little bit to see what kind of effect that would have on it, even though I used it only for a little bit. Then we got some Sonic Forces, YouTube Studio, just kind of going through the comments, trying to comment back to each and every one of you. Got the Samsung members app there, KESQ News Channel 3, keeping up with my local news, Instagram, Gmail, Gallery, Discord, Edge Screen, Samsung Keyboard, and all these other apps right here. Let me just scroll through a little slowly so you can kind of see what my usage has been like for the day. Now, do keep in mind, everybody's usage is not going to be the same. Everybody's usage is different. This right here, this test is based off of my own personal usage. So I want you guys to let me know down in the comment sections below what your usage is like. And if you do have this device, how is the battery life treating you so far? Do you have it on 120 hertz or do you have it on 60 hertz? And what kind of screen on time are you getting as well? Honestly, like I said, I'm good with this for 120 hertz. I'm sure I can push this device so much more and so much longer if I do switch it back to 60 hertz at full resolution, and I am going to be testing that out over these next couple of days to see just how much longer it will last if I do that. And if you guys want to see a full video on that as well, just leave a comment down below and let me know, and I will take that into consideration. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. Thank you guys so very much for watching. This has been my all-day real-life battery drain test with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Don't forget to check out our sponsors of this video, Subcase, who makes some amazing protective cases. You're not going to want to miss out on that giveaway. Make sure you go enter and use my secret code JoshQ100 so you can get yourself an extra 100 entries on that giveaway. But for now, thanks again for watching. Make sure to leave a huge thumbs up on this video if you did like it and find it helpful. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. But for now, this is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.